Hello guys, in this video we are going to see the solution of Candy's problem on HackerRank. The problem statement says that Alice is a kindergarten teacher who wants to give some candies to the children in her class. All the children sit in a line and each of them has a rating score according to the performance in class. Now Alice wants to give at least one candy to each child. If two children who sit next to each other and one of them is having higher rating, then the student with higher rating should get more number of candies. Now Alice wants to minimize the total number of candies she must buy. Now let's see what's happening here. So the students are sitting in a line and let the ratings be 2, 4, 2, 6, 1, 7, 8, 9, 2, 1. Now if she wants to give the candy, she must give at least one candy to each student, and a student who is having higher rating than the adjacent student should get higher number of candies. Now let's say first student is having 2 rating. Now she must give at least one candy to this student. If we see the next student, he is having rating 4, which is higher than 2, so he must get at least one candy more than the previous student, that is 2. Now the next student is having lower rating, so he can be given lower number of candies, that is 1. Now the next student is having higher rating, so he will be given one more than the previous student, that is 2. This is having lower rating, so 1 candy. Now this is having higher rating, so 2. This is having even higher rating, so 3. And this student will get 4 because 9 is greater than 8. Now the next student is having lower rating than 9. So at least one candy we have to give. But if we see the next student, he is having rating 1. Now 2 is greater than 1. So if I have to give at least 1 to this person, this will get 2 candies. Now this is the most optimized solution for this array. Now what we see here is that the ratings are increasing, decreasing, increasing, decreasing. They are in this sinusoidal wave. If we see this portion, we can say that if the next student is having higher rating, then the candy should be higher in number, that is this student get 1, let's say next student get 2, then the next student get 3 candies. But when the slope starts decreasing, we cannot be so sure about how many steps are there. Say for example, there are 4 students whose ratings are continuously decreasing. So if the highest number which we got 3 here is, so if we start decreasing one by one, so 3, 2, 1, and there are 4 students, so it will go to 0. So we cannot be sure about this decreasing slope, but every time we can be sure about increasing slope if we are moving from left to right. So let's say we start from left to right. So we can say that first student will get at least 1, second student will get the higher number of candies, 2, then the next student is having lower rating than the previous student, and we cannot be sure about the step size, but we know that he will get at least 1 candy, so we simply write 1. Now the next student has higher rating than the previous student, so he will get 2. Now again 1 is less than 6, so we cannot be sure for how many steps we will get the decreasing trend, but we know that this student will get at least 1 candy. Now this is having higher rating, so he will get 2. 3, 4, and again the rating has reduced. So we cannot be sure, but we know that he will get at least one candy. Now the last person is also has decreasing trend, but we know he will get at least one candy. So in this scenario, what we are able to do is that we are able to cover all the increasing slopes, and we have skipped these decreasing slopes. Now how can we fill the candies in these decreasing slopes? If we apply the same logic from right to left, let's apply the same logic from right to left. Right to left. So if we have to apply the logic from right to left, let's see the last person here. He is having rating 1. So we know we have to give at least one candy to this person. So we will write 1 here. Now this person 2 is having a higher rating than this person. So he will get 2 candies. Now this person is having even higher rating. So he will get 3. Now if we come to this person, he is having lower rating than this person. So we cannot be sure about the step size. So he will be getting at least 1. So simply write 1 here. Now this is having lower rating, but we know he will be getting at least 1 candy. This rating is even lower, so we know he will be getting at least 1 candy. Now again we get an increasing trend from 1 to 6, so he will be getting at least 1 candy higher than the previous one, that is 2. Now coming to this person, he has lower rating, so he will get at least 1 candy. Now this person has higher rating, so we know that he will get at least 1 candy more than the previous one, that is 2. Now coming to this first person, he has lower rating, but we know that he will get at least 1 candy. So in this way, what we are doing is that from moving left to right, we cover these increasing slopes, and while moving from right to left, we covered these slopes. Now let's apply an analogy here. Suppose there is one geyser in a bathroom and 2 persons want to use the same geyser, and one person says that I need temperature at least 60 degrees Celsius, and the other person says that I need temperature at least 70 degrees Celsius. So if I satisfy only this condition 70, then the condition of 60 degrees Celsius is already satisfied. So we can see when we have to satisfy 2 conditions of minimum requirements, if we satisfy the higher requirement, then the lower requirement is already satisfied. So same logic can be applied here. When we move from left to right, we satisfied the requirements of each index if we are moving from left to right, and similarly when we are moving from right to left, we again satisfied the requirement of each index according to that scenario. Now for each index, if I pick up the higher of the 2, the minimum requirement condition for each index is automatically satisfied. Let's see here. Now 1 and 1, the higher is 1 only. In this place 2 and 2, we will pick 2. Again here 1 and 1, we will pick 1. Then we have got 2 and 2, so we will pick 2. Here we have got 1 and 1, so we will pick 1. Here we have got 2 and 1. Now we have to satisfy the minimum requirement, so we have to pick the higher of these two, that is 2. Here also 3 and 1. So higher of these two numbers is 3. So we will pick 3. Then we come to this place. Between 4 and 3, 4 is higher. So we will pick 4. Between 1 and 2, 2 is higher. We will pick 2. And between 1 and 1, both are same. So we will pick 1. Now if we see this array, this is similar to this original predictions which we make simply by looking at the array. Now let's come to the coding part. So we have got these two lists and we can initialize them as 1 and 1, and this first loop runs from left to right and the second loop runs from right to left, and in this list we can take the maximum of the two lists at each index, and at the end we can return the sum of that list. If we run the code gets accepted. Keep practicing guys, and thanks a lot for watching this video.